round 2 game of the Summer Octgn League. Today we have Aaron playing Lannister Lord of the Crossing against... No, Aaron's playing Stark Lord of the Crossing, sorry, against Seb, who's playing Lannister Lord of the Crossing. And we have set up... I'm assuming that was a mulligan. Yep. So Aaron mulliganed and got the got Fast Eddie and King's Road, and Seb's already got Tyrion, a Brothel Madam, and a Rose Road. I'm imagining we may see Marched here. So thank you to these two for letting me record the games. As always, guys, I'm not going to be showing the cards in their they have in hand. Partly because I figure I don't want anyone to think there could be some cheating involved, I guess, because I'm giving any information or anything. That's not something I would do, but it just completely cuts that out. And as I said, I do like to kind of not know. Okay, we don't have a March. Interesting. We have Game of Thrones there by the Lannister player into Calm over Westeros by the Starks, and Seb has first player. Of course, Aaron picks military. Aaron picked military, which is a sensible choice, especially on first turn. Let's see, I wonder if Aaron even bothered paying the Brothel Madam, because obviously intrigue isn't normally Stark's forte, especially with the crossing agenda, because that's going to be -1 to your first attempt. Anyway, on to the Lanni marshalling. Interesting how the Lord of the Crossing works out, because I really find that fealty discount is it really helps with Stark. But okay, so this is looking like quite an intrigue heavy Lanni deck. Then we're straight in with Custody Rock, so that's 2 intrigue challenges a turn. This could hurt the Stark. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we see was it the new small council chamber to rack up that power with the intrigue challenges. And he's done. Interesting. Maybe there's a hound going to be involved here then? Sitting on 3 gold. Well, I'm going to say, guys, it's really a far more interesting game than I thought it was going to be after the flop, because I thought we'd see Fast Eddie disappearing off to the wall to join his brother Benjen. So we've got the reducing location, the Heartgrove Tree, and a treachery on the King's Road. You did have to wander with the gold there, and yeah, no hand's judgment to stop that. So Aaron's probably having a little bit of a rethink now, having lost out on that 3 gold. So we've got Tumblestone Knight. I do worry I may see a Tears here. We've got Hodor. That's a lot of power and military and not much intrigue. Not what you want to see when Game of Thrones is out. You've also got to wonder, he should have gone for intrigue for Calm with the hand. There's no point paying the Brothel Madam, because he's not going to be able to do any challenges at all. So, he's not paying. But we're quickly going to see Tyrion here collect 6 gold, 4 more gold, I'd imagine, and then any number of tricks could be in play. So in some ways, the fact that he didn't get March was pretty good, but now the fact that the intrigue's out, and if I haven't said it already, you've got to imagine Tears of List is coming out at some point in the challenge phase. So we've got a strength 2 intrigue. So I guess one possible play here, could we do intrigue, drop in a copy of burned men, do the military, you don't really care if it doesn't succeed, and then go in Materian for the intrigue to give you to get the crossing power. No reaction. Okay, so maybe we haven't got tears. Maybe he was just doing the claim to try and pull out a hand's judgment in case there was one in there. Okay, another intrigue. Okay, another 2 gold, unopposed. Are we going to see the tears? No reactions. Okay, so no tears of bliss. Oh, and the blackfish discarded. So he's lost blackfish and John. That's not great. Interesting to see what else he's got there. So, oh, never bet against my family. Okay, didn't think about that. That's a pretty damn good play. If he has got a hand's judgment, he needs to use it now, but so you don't normally see Stark have hand's judgment. No, it looks like he's going back to hand. So I would imagine you're probably... What do you reckon we're going to see now? Maybe first snow next? I'll see. Aaron passes challenges because he can't physically get a challenge off. And we're here 2-1 on power. So before that, was it Things to Do for Love? I did actually think Brad was probably in a very strong position there. I know that turn he didn't really do much, but he was always going to get Dom. There's no way they could got a power or a military challenge through the start board. And even if first snow hit with a good plot, he probably could get decent character out. But now you've got to think that possibly this is first snow. Don't know. Maybe has the Lannister player got enough gold for this to be first snow? So we've got trading and heads on spikes. Okay, so using never bet against my family, the way I use like Gaston Grey with my Martell, send a good character back to hand. If you haven't got his Viper's Eyes, you then just heads on spikes. Oh, and Rob, so he had a pretty stacked hand. So he had Robb Stark, the Blackfish, and Eddard after setup. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's going to hurt a bit. But you can at least get Fast Eddie back out. I never like giving a Lannister money because they always seem to have too much anyway. But I think trading would have got his hand out. But yeah, that was a good pull. So another Heart Tree. Also a Heart Tree Grove. So probably going to be Fast Eddie. Oh, okay. Catelyn Stark. So he's Lanni Fast Eddie in hand. Maybe that's who he was trying to get out when he when that King's Road got stopped. Now that is interesting. So we've got Catelyn Stark obviously with the the newer version. The sacrifice and kill version. So the loss of Jon Snow earlier in there is actually quite significant because that gives you a lot of power for him just sacrificing people to stand people up. So she gets +1 strength every time for every power on her, and twice per round she can gain a power for every time someone's killed or sacrificed. I'm still umming and ahhing about how it'd be interesting to see how the rest of the build looks around this, because I still think old Catelyn is just so good. You're almost bonkers not to take her. So with all that extra money and now a King's Road, we're going to see someone big here. Is it going to be Tywin or the Mountain? Or Jaime maybe? Jaime, okay. So Jaime there for 3 gold. He has got the... So without Bran out, he needs some way of buffing his military. Oh, is he still going to win the military? And that'd be a way of buffing the military. Okay. And obviously the gold cloaks are going to do a lot of work here in this intrigue heavy deck with Tyrion getting money, the Brofomad are getting money. So okay. So Aaron, sorry, pays the Brofomad off. What do you do here first? Do you do a strength 5 military? Make Jaime kneel? That really help you? And then maybe, I don't know. Oh, it won't be strength 5, would it? Sorry, because obviously because of Lord of the Crossing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say I'm not sure about. Oh, okay, we're going for strength 4 intrigue. Because I'm not sure about Hodor in this in Lords of the Crossing, because you obviously can't use him to attack or defend, so it really means he's only got 3 characters who can use the crossing. I know you don't have to do all 3 challenges, but that does seem like a bit of a weakness. I know he's a good cheap character, but it just kind of limits him here. So Seb's obviously thinking here. Oh, he must like his hand, as he has knelt. And that does mean he can't do he can't get his Lord of the Crossing off unless he's going to jump any characters in, because that was his only power icon. So I guess the play here now, if you do want to do all 3 challenges, is you do a power with the Tumblestone Knight, as it'll be unopposed, unless he jumps the Hound in, but then gets the Hound out of the way and means you can't use one attack. And then a strength 5 military from the Master Raiders, which then means, again, if he's going to defend it, he needs to kneel out. So I'm interested to see what it does here. Oh no, sorry, of course he can get all 3 challenges off. He can do 2 intrigues. Sorry, my mistake. Oh, he's going for the strength 3 military. Let's see. Again, I'm not sure I agree with that. Don't say, obviously, I'm not playing, so sometimes it's easy to look at situations, both sides, but I thought you'd do the Tumblestone Knight. I guess he's going to base off he still has to defend with Jaime. Obviously, yeah. Shenanigans of the normal Lanni shenanigans of the Birdmen come in to oppose it, and then the Birdmen are probably about to go to the dead pile. See, I think I would have. Oh, I guess he wanted to make sure he won that challenge to get the power, so that's probably why he's going to do a power challenge with the Tumblestone Knight. But then again, it would have been strength 5, so he would have had to knelt Jaime and the Burned Men to stop it, so you probably still would have got it off. But anyway, the start player races out there. Well, races gets free power from that. So we're now 4-3, but obviously with Jaime out there and Renowned, he's going to get some and some unopposed intrigues. That power's going to shoot up on the Lanni side. So I'd be interested to see what Seb's plot deck is here. I assume this is intrigue. Yep. Because I'm trying to think what's the plot. Storm of Swords maybe with Jaime, and then with and also with Castle Rock out. So that's 4 challenges you can do a turn, which aren't even power. Gives you a lot of flexibility with the Lords of the Crossing agenda, and Jaime can go twice in with the military. So we've got military here coming from Jamie. I imagine Hodor's going to defend. He might as well, because he can't do anything for... yeah, he doesn't count for Dom, so he might as well defend. Stop the unopposed. Assuming Tumblestone Knight maybe for claim? Oh, okay. So we're going Hodor for claim. I guess that's probably because I talked about the issues of flexibility. Now, also, Seb going to remember to put any gold on the red cloaks, because he needs to do that here. So we've got unopposed intrigue, and there goes. Same for that. I know, came there. So we've lost Hand's Judgment and oh, and here comes the power. My God. So we've lost the Hand's Judgment and Fast Eddie. So Brad is basically top decking now. You got to think Seb's probably got a very strong position here. Gets Dom as well, so he's going to be. It's going to be 10-4 to the Lannister player. Now, interestingly, as we record this, the news that Valor is about to come out in the next, or not about to, in about 4 months' time comes out, and as a new player to second edition, Valor's not something I'm used to, but I'm imagining this is one of the situations where probably you'd think about Valoring if you were the Stark player. So, can Brad get back into that? It was a pretty bad turn. He's that hand has been well and truly destroyed by Brad. For Brad, sorry. So what plots are we going to see here? Filthy into counting coppers. That makes sense. Get your hand back up. Really, though, you want to be going first with it. So Brad will be going first, and Catelyn is knelt. So back up to 6 cards. Let's hope he can play something out, because otherwise this could be all she wrote. He needs a King Dread or something, maybe get some big impactful character out. Okay. What's he trying to do? He's targeting a card, but he's targeting a card in his own hand? Wonder if we're going to see milk or something. So guys, if you haven't seen already, there's already 2 other videos for this round. There's my game. I do make a bit of a mess up, if I'm honest, rules mistake. Oh yeah, it was milk, which was Martell Dragon, think it was against Lanni Dragon. Yeah. And we've also had another game which was Orion and I want to say that was a Brad. Could be wrong. And we so that was Greyjoy Crossing against Lanni Crossing. So please go and check those out. There's also two games from the first round. And yeah, also Seb's just reminding him he needs to nil Sansa. So Sansa doesn't really going to help much here. I'm pretty sure Seb will be getting 5 power this turn. So yeah, so this will be the 5th game. I'm probably going to try and do 2-3 games a week, especially while it's in the group stages. Once we get to the top whatever, then it's probably a bit harder for me to keep up with that rate. But yeah, please check those out. I'm going to do a playlist for them very soon once I work out how to do that properly. Okay, so we've had a Duke put on Tywin, and we've had Joffrey put in. Rotham Adams triggered, but yeah, no, that's not going to work. There's no gold anyway. And I've feeling this is probably done this turn. We're going to have 2 intrigue challenges. That's 2 unopposed power, putting them on 12. A military from Jamie will be 13. I think Brad has passed on challenges, and then with Lord of the Crossing and a power challenge, that will be the game. And if a Lord or Lady dies, and there's 2 gold there, which especially looks like we could see a put to the sword, that will be a dead Lord or Lady and another power. So what's going on here? Neil's intrigue. Sorry, I forgot milk. Oh, okay. I think he went to add the milk, and he's like, no, you can't. Okay, so we've lost a. That's interesting. So we've got a superior claim. Oh god, yeah, you could really get some. This looks like a very rushed deck from Stark, which unfortunately just hasn't got set up. We've got another intrigue challenge there coming in from the Red Cloaks. It's again going to be unopposed. Another card discarded. Dead copy of Rob, because he's already dead. Okay, so what's 12 power? So Jamie for a strength 7 military. Yeah, this really seems like put. Although saying that, I think he's probably messed up there slightly, because you probably wanted the Red Cloaks to go in as well, didn't you, for that? I mean, you could have had Tyrion go in for the other intrigue, and then Joffrey could have done the power challenge. So a strength 7 military, but then as long as the Ratchet Raiders defend, and that's the only thing they can defend in, then that puts you out of put range. I mean, I don't know how put to the sword. I'm just guessing he left 2 gold. It's suspicious that he then put Joffrey out at the same time. Might be coincidence. So he's opposed the military. But either way, it's going to be another renowned. I'm assuming the Rattleshirt Raiders are going to die for claim. Oh, 14 power. And in a second, it'll be a power challenge of 3 to... Oh. I think he's... It didn't make a difference anyway. But it's going to be a power challenge of 3, which will be game. Yep, and Brad has Aaron has called it. Well, there we go, guys. That was pretty quick, pretty brutal. I think that Game of Thrones in turn 1 and the Things I Do for Love really decided that game. So yeah, please check out the other videos. Again, if you'd like to be featured, be the featured game for one of the next rounds, please contact me either on Night of the Backwater at hotmail.co.uk, or on YouTube. Just comment on one of the things and we'll discuss it, or check me on Facebook at Ben Davey. You'll see me on the Octagon group. So guys, thanks very much for watching.